joining me on another spiritual journey, rooted in God. I was on my way out to run some errands on this Easter Sunday, but I had to sit down because this is a part of the journey that matters to me, the healing. I had to heal. You know, what triggered it was a bad relationship, but it stemmed from something so much more, from my childhood. Not saying that I had a bad childhood. I had a loving mother, not an emotional mother that said I love you, but she showed love in different things, taking us on vacations and loved to give us jewelry. Love jewelry. She always had those things, you know, provided us with a good home, but it was a struggle for her. I've been without my father all my life. He passed away when I was really young, so she pretty much did it on her own. She wasn't a mother that was stock bopping. She was a solid, hard-working woman, and she should be sitting here today instead of me because she was a good person. She was a good person. She never said no. She never took her power back because that's what she needed to do. She let people walk all over her. She just never, she never just stood her ground for herself. Things that she didn't like, she never said no. No, she never said no. Worked her ass off. Provided for us when she didn't even know one, because she wasn't no food stamps or welfare or nothing like that. She didn't have those things. Every dollar for dollar, she had to get it out the mud. You know? And things were hard for her. Things were hard for her. Because certain people walked all over her. My childhood trauma, it just carried on into my life. It carried on into my life. It was just so much going on. This house was busy. I'm still in my childhood house. You know, it was just always busy. People are always here. A lot of toxic shit going on all the time. You know, you get to a point where nobody wants to speak on it. Nobody wants to speak on it. Everything's just swept up under the rug. You know, and me talking about it, for me, this is a part of my healing. You know, because I hope that it can help somebody else. Because you don't have to hide things. You know, I make sure I tell my kids every day to talk to me. Don't keep secrets from me. You know, even if I get mad, I always come back, you know, after a little meditation and correct what I did wrong. Because I don't want them to feel like they have to hide anything from me. I didn't have nobody to say good job or, you know, let's try this instead of that, or, you know, this might lead you here, or, you know, use your intuition, you know, when you're feeling like something not right. Those are important things to help you grow. My mama did the best that she could with the generational curses she was raised with. I never really grew up in this house. I was always with my auntie or my mama's sister. You know, it was calmer there for me. You know, I didn't like all the, you know, the people that were in and out, and, you know, it just seemed like it was always a house full of people. This is where everybody's friends were. You know, this is where all the partying took place, you know. While my mama working hours and hours, swinging shift for 40 years. Swinging shift first, second, and third for 40 years. It was just a lot always going on, so I just kind of pushed myself away from this place. I went with my Aunt Gwen, you know. She was my rock. You know, she was carefree, and I always have been carefree. You know, just trying to push herself through the toxicity that she grew up with. But I don't know, it's like she understood me. I'm still here. She always took the time to listen, you know. She was like a card player. She liked to have her drinks, her cocktails, you know. But I don't know, it just seems solid with her. Like she really put in the time. Yeah. It was just so much going on here, you know. I just felt like, you know, I always had to take care of myself because in the beginning, things were great. But right around the time that I went to high school, you know, it wasn't what it was supposed to be. You know, my mama was struggling bad. She was struggling bad. And it was like, nobody cared, you know. It's like everything was just pushed up under the rug. My middle sister, so it's I got a sister, two sisters older than me, and a baby brother, one brother. So it's like once my sister went to college, my middle sister, she graduated high school a year early. It's just like everything's, you know, just started to trickle down once she left. And my older sister, child, as toxic was a person. She always had her man living here. Hell, she still got one living here to this day. Her husband, this time. And she was in here with every guy that she ever talked to. She had to get him a place to stay, so they were here. You know, my little brother running the streets because because my mama was at work 24/7. It felt like it anyway. You know, she was just a good mom though. She always, you know, cooked for us before she left on second shift, and I mean, she fed us. Definitely fed us out of her pocket. But she was just had so much trauma of her own to deal with, you know, from her family, and you know, I could see it. I could see it, you know, in her everyday, the struggles that she had, and you know, everybody just depending on her, you know. So I felt like, you know, I can't depend on her because she already got enough on her plate. I did whatever, you know, I needed to do. I worked, you know. I always been in the hood, you know. I'm a hood girl. No, I done jumped out and slashed some tires before, and you know, fighting, carrying on, drinking, partying, smoking weed. I've been in the hood. Now it is what it is. But I just felt like, you know, if I would have had better guidance, I probably could have went further. You know, I'm tired of taking the blame for something, you know, that I should have been taught. I didn't stand a chance. I didn't stand a chance because I didn't have nobody standing for me. My mama, she had a lot going on all on her own, you know. And I always sat back quiet. I was the quiet one that, you know, that tried not to bother her because I already seen the pain in her eyes that she was dealing with so much already. Now, the things that went on, she should have put her foot down. Cause she didn't want to have to deal with all these people in her house each and every day, tearing up her stuff in and out the door, you know. My sister lay up in here without a care in the world with her dude. He ain't paying no bills. She ain't paying no bills, you know. I shouldn't have to pay no bills. I'm in high school. You know, I'm struggling as it is. I don't know if I'm coming or going because every little thing I need, I have to get it out on my own. You know, didn't make it through high school. You know, just let the streets get the best of me. Yeah, I let the streets get the best of me, and I didn't create a plan. I didn't see past the next day. So that was a lot that I had to heal from. And I'm still healing to this day because the people around me, they still stuck in the same old bullshit. They still stuck in the same old bullshit, doing the same old thing, you know? So I have to get up every day and still, you know, see my sister with this man in my mama's house. You know, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. It's like a never-ending cycle. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. Now, the past ones, there were some bad guys. You know, one of them stole all my mama always showed us love with jewelry. I just said that. So I had my jewelry in my jewelry box, right? And this guy, cause they're pretty much all on drugs, you know. I don't know what's the deal with that, but dude stole all my jewelry out my jewelry box. All of it. I had a ring of my mama's. You know, I was just so disappointed in myself because I didn't protect it. But that wasn't my fault, you know. You brought people into our life that meant no good for you or for us. You put all your toxicity on us. You know what I'm saying? And for what? Selfish. Always been selfish. Sometimes family is not family. Sometimes you find people outside of your family that's going to treat you better, guide you better. Family not always family. And that was a lot I had to heal from. It was a lot I had to heal from because it was so much going on. And it's just like I never had a say so. You know, I never had a say so. I couldn't say I didn't want these people here. You know, because if my mama allowing it, what am I supposed to say? And then I just went from one bad relationship to the next. I had my first child when I was 19. Shout out to Jamarcus. He's an artist. This is amazing. He's amazing. You know, awesome kid, the cool kid. He a cool kid. He just different. He a little different, like his mama. But yeah, I love you, Jamarcus. You're amazing, cool, awesome, down to earth. I don't know, everything. Everything God could sprinkle over us. This is what you are, son. And Marion is just like, that's my soldier. He's my soldier. These kids like night and day. Marion got a little bit of hood. Jamarcus ain't got no hood in him. But and then definitely hood. You know, I just went from one bad relationship to the next. Jamarcus' father, Jamarcus was born in November of 2000. He went to jail in December of 2000. And he's been there ever since in 2024. That's what I'm talking about. Now, Marion's dad, they all 5 years apart. Now, Marion's dad, he was a good dude. Just too codependent for me. You know, treated me great. Okay? Treated me great. But loved to drink. Loved alcohol. I always had to have his friends around. You know, I'm just kind of like a person that keeps to myself. So, you know, I was just like, So when I met Paul, he had, 2 little boys. Loved them to death, And plus, I just got like taking care of me. I like taking care of people. I take care of my niece kids to this day. I like to cook and I like to feed people too. So, but you know, I just like the thought of being the peace in somebody's life, you know, and I have to get over that too. You know, I just, you know, showing people that, you know, that you care and that, you know, it ain't always for likes. And people do things from their heart. There's still people that do things from their heart. I'm still healing. Yeah. I don't need nothing in return for it. I'm not expecting nothing in return for it. I just hope they can take a piece of me and learn something from it. You know? So, second baby daddy. It was cool. We had a good life together. But I just needed something more. You know, I couldn't settle for just that, you know. His parents were great, but it was just like they babied him, you know. Babied him, you know, they didn't tell him that, hey, no, you need to stop drinking so much. I mean, you know, let's say it, but wrecked my car. I done lost 2 cars. Not by not, you know, from the guys that I was with. You know, we got engaged, was planning on getting married, and I was just like, I'm gonna leave. I was just ready to go, you know. But if I'd known then, but I know now, I would have made a plan. I would have did it the right way and not let some jerk come sweep me off my feet and take me away, you know. And that was the point where I left, you know, and I still wasn't healed. Now this last one, I have to thank God every day for this last one, because this last one, Albany. Whew, her dad. I don't know where I would be right now without him. You know, he opened my eyes to a lot of things. Even though he was toxic, as bad was a person. Toxic, in and out my life, arguing, constantly fighting. I mean, not physically fighting, you know. Not physically fighting him, just putting his hands on me, but it was all mentally. He was a narcissist. That was my first encounter with the narcissist. Played so many mind games. I did everything in my power to try to just, you know, make him happy, you know, because I felt that comfort or, you know, soul tie. That's what that was. It was a soul tie. We had a soul tie. Yep. Yeah. And not all soul ties are good. Some of them are very bad. You can have a soul tie to somebody that you need to let go, you know. But you just found that comfortability into them. You know, you can feel the energy that y'all put together. Now, there had to be some love there, or otherwise it wouldn't have been a soul tie. No, I wouldn't have been I wouldn't have bent over backwards, you know, for him, because I wouldn't have done it for anybody else, you know. Not a guy. I wouldn't have bent over backwards and sacrificed myself for anybody like that, you know. But I did for him. You know, I think I saw something. I saw something in him. I thought I saw something in him that he couldn't see in himself. You know, because I think it was just more trauma bonding than anything. You know, I opened up to him when I never really opened up to anybody else, especially like I am now. talking about the things that kind of hurt me, or the things that I've dealt with. Now, this dude is spiritual, and I see that now. You know, now that I am who I am, and he was spiritual. I remember he gave me a card, and it talked about, you know, he always gave me stuff, flowers and cards, and, you know, stuff to trick my damn head. But it just kind of, I had a download one day, and I was just like, and this is after we had separated for a while. We had been separated for a while because he had to do some time. So I went back and I found the card. Lord, no, I done got rid of everything now. But I went back and I found the card, and it, you know, gave a little whatever. And then it was just like under the moon. You know, and I was like, well, I'll be damned. You know, this dude been spiritual the whole time. Both of us are spiritual. We just never, you know, never found it in each other. Because if we did, we probably would have, you know, been a powerhouse. I ain't gonna lie. Because he never is as much as that he thought that he was, you know, getting in my head. He didn't. I you know, he didn't get in my head. I was just trying to heal somebody that I couldn't heal. That was all. That was all that was. He always took me as some like little punk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't confident enough or something. Like, what you doing? Really? But confident enough. But he yeah, we had some fun times. It was all fun, you know. He made me stop for a minute and look at the stars, and you know what I'm saying, and breathe air. And he made me stand in my power and pull away from the people that, you know, didn't serve me. I had to pull away from the people that didn't serve me. And he was that crutch for that. Because I was old. That narcissist wants you to be away from your family and friends. In my case, pull away from my family and friends. Some of them was the best thing that I could have done. Because when he came in here that day, after he was released from prison, and he departed from me, I know exactly what he said. He told me, "You gonna be thankful I'm in the streets one day," or something to that effect. I don't know if it was that word for it. In my head, I'm looking at this dude, this nigga like, I'm like, now how in the hell am I gonna be thankful you in the streets? Just the same, never gonna change. You know, I was already, I wasn't the same. You know, I wasn't even the same. He just didn't know it. He thought I was that same little pushover that's gonna keep going back and forth with his silliness. No. You turned me into a beast. What you mean? He walked out that door. Which I had already did a little something, you know what I'm saying? I know I had to release him. I already knew I had to release him. But when he walked out that door, I think my whole body just melted. Because I knew I wasn't going to have to deal with him no more. Not like that. Because through the grace of God. Now, I was broken. But I knew that's what I needed. I knew I had to stand in my power in this situation. I had to use my head over my heart. Because if I kept using my heart, I wasn't going to grow. And my main focus at that time was getting to know God, building a relationship with God, my angels and my ancestors, spirit God. And I knew it was already going to be a problem because I hadn't lit my altar, and I don't know when, just knowing that the date was trickling down for him to be released and to know, you know, the things that I went through with it. I was just like, oh God, I'm just praying the whole time, sitting and praying, like, no, if he ain't changed, if he ain't doing what he's supposed to do, you don't have to go. I'm not going to deal with it. You know, I'm going to put my foot down, I'm going to wing it. And I ain't have to worry about none of that. Because God gave me peace. God gave me peace in a situation that I had no control over at that time. And I'm thankful for that. I still got a lot of healing to do. But one thing for sure, I ain't got to worry about that. I ain't never got to worry about that. Never. I ain't never got to worry about nobody taking advantage of me again. I ain't never got to be worried about being mistreated or misused because I'm not dealing with it. I walk away. You're not gonna lie in my face, and then you know somebody lying, but you just all smiles, still all smiles. Just keep on letting them lie. Stop. Just go ahead and lie. No, it's all good. I'll make it sound right in my head. No problem. It's no problem. I'll make up something, create up my own story. I got this. You say whatever you gonna say, and then I put the rest with it. Oh God. Look, people think, I mean, seriously. It's been a journey. It's been a journey. You know, I sometimes wonder, although my friend, you know, was the witchy one with me, I just sometimes wonder, you know, would I be where I am today without him? If I hadn't been through that type of trauma, because although I was good at heart, my heart was good, my heart was big. What I did for people, I did it from my heart. I was kind of what, an asshole. Might still be kind of an asshole, but no, I'm a better asshole now. I'm a better asshole now. So you know, this is a little piece of my journey and what I've been through. The hood girl, Ashley from the block. Block. But yeah, I'm happy where I am. I'm happy where I am today. I'm happy that, you know, I'm healing. I'm happy that, you know, I'm happy that I love my kids. Lord knows I love these kids. I love each and every, they so amazing. I wish I could put them in a little ball and stick them into my pocket because they are amazing, smart kids. So talented and smart and honor students and all that because I love them. I love y'all little kids. Yeah. Got a basketball player seasoned with sauce. All the way naturally seasoned. She in a seasoned skillet. But I hope they can continue to be great, continue to talk to me, continue to know that I love you with all my heart. You know how much they mean to me, how much they done helped me. And they helped me too. They helped me break generational curses. You know, I can say I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you from my heart. You know, I don't think that, you know, me and my sisters, you know, we'll text it, but we don't. I'm going. That's one thing I'm gonna start doing is, you know, saying I love you to my family more often, which I say I love you. You know, I say I love you, but it's just not something that people did in my family. You know, it's just like they never said I love you, but we get together and we love each other. I got a big family. My mama part of the family is the biggest. You know, with her kid. My mom is 13 grandkids, I think. I got 3. My sister has 4. My older sister has 1. My brother has 4. And then we is 2 great grands. I don't know how many it is. It's a lot of kids, man. They are older, a lot of kids. Yeah. I like to see them run around and be great. He's gonna be some great kids if I got anything to do with it. Okay, they not gonna have to suffer if I have anything to do with it. You know. A whole bunch of big cool kids. They all big kids. You know. But, you know, I'm thankful I am. I'm thankful I am who I am today. You know, I worked just like my mama, you know, at work every day. I worked a plant job at work every day. On time. And then I got to where I was just like, I don't want to do this. They're not going to get me stuck in here. I was miserable. I was like pretty much in tears, like before I was even get out the car. I just got there in time, you know, early, just so I could sit there and been like, you know, fuck this job. You know, and this is when I went into hermit mode, really, because around that time when I left my job, that leap of faith. Took the leap of faith, and I left in the middle of my shift. I was working 3rd shift. I told my coworker, I was like, girl, I'm gonna go. I can't do it no more. She was just like, okay. I had been like, you know, I'm a go-getter. I'm a leader. When I'm in a job, I'm all over the job, you know. I'm going in several different departments. I wasn't just staying in my department where I was hired to work. I done branched off and I was all over the place. I always been like that, wherever I'm at, you know. So I decided to put that energy back into myself, you know. I mean, they calling me like, you know, we need you in such and such. Can I speak to Ashley? We need her to go to such and such and here and there, you know. I'm like, what? Yeah. So they took a hard hit when I left. They took a little hit when I left. But yeah, I walked out, you know, left without playing. And I remember that night that I left, Beyonce released You Won't Break My Soul. So I'm sitting in the car in the driveway. The first time I heard this song after I left work. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. I'm telling everybody. So I'm in the car like, yeah, that's what I just did. I quit my job. And it's been rough. It's been rough. Yeah. Cause I still ain't got back to where I need to be. I'm at my mama's house, you know. But it's all good. It's all good. I was still struggling, you know. I was still struggling working the job. I was just like, why am I here? I could, I could probably struggle. It's the same struggle. It's the same struggle when sitting at home and talking to y'all on YouTube and, dealing with my other things I got going on. Yeah, but it's peaceful. It's peaceful to finally, to finally do what makes you happy. Because that's, in the end, we need to be happy. We need to do what makes us happy. And I ain't telling nobody to jump off and quit their job. Okay, definitely not. But sometimes you gotta have that faith of a mustard seed and know that everything gonna be all right. That you gonna be placed where you need to be placed in the time that you need to be there. And that's that faith that I stepped out on when I left my job. When I left my bread and butter behind, and things worked out. I had a little job at a convenience store, and then I went to, a friend's business, for a little while, but we ain't even gonna talk about that. But it's not important, because I'm healed, and we're healing a lot better than I was. So I'm not gonna talk about that. But it's been a rough road, and I'm grateful for where I am today. I thank, my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides, the most high God for, protecting me and helping me through this and guiding me, giving me what I need to be great, giving me what I need so I can give it back, to my kids. Something I can give to their kids and all the little kids and jits around me, or adults too that wanna, take into consideration what I'm spitting. But yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm glad I left that day. So that was in 2022, I think. 2022, yeah, 2022 I left. And then I was getting bullied. Like, they were bullying me. Like, I was getting bullied at work. Like, I always got bullied at work. Anybody want to bully me? I like working by myself. Yeah. I don't know why they didn't like me. Oh, I know, because my light irritates their demons. Yeah. But that was just something. I was just like, I am over this. I'm just over this. I already had a million things that I wanted to do. Not a million, but one or two. You know what I'm saying? I'm exaggerating just a little bit. But I had a lot of things that I wanted to do. A lot of things that I wanted to, do for myself. And I'm on my way. I'm on my way to happiness. Thank you, ancestors. Okay. It's been a road. Because I lost my mother in 2018. Man, I thought I wasn't going to ever get it together. It spiraled all over again after that. Because, I just felt like, I don't know. I think it took a toll on me more. Because I feel like there was things that was unsaid, I don't think because we knew it, that, that she was sick, we knew that she was sick, and we knew, it just like, it didn't dawn on me. I was in denial that I'm not losing my mama. Like, how is that even possible? Things like that don't happen to me. Things like that happen to everybody. But another hurdle I have to jump. you know, to heal. You know, I wish that, you know, our bloodline was healed, because she should have been the one in this position. She should have been the one that healed the generational curses. That should have been my mama. And I'm gonna tell you, because she did carry that Buckeye in her pocketbook. But she always had a Buckeye in her pocketbook. But I got it, no worries. It's no problem. She always said I was a little different. And she was right, I am. And I'm okay with that now. I'm okay with being different. You know? I hope that don't stay quiet about things. You don't have to stay quiet about things. When you speak on things and release the things, let go of things, you heal from them. Tears are cleansing. You gotta cry about it, you know? Let it all go. Let it all go. You know, it's a part of healing. A lot of tears. You might have a lot of sleepless nights. Sit with yourself. Meditation helps. Meditation helps. You know, depending on the people that surround you. Depends on the people that surround you. Sometimes that you have to pull back. And then you can start to heal. Because that day I left my job, if I would have discussed it with anybody, you wouldn't see me on your whatever today. You probably wouldn't. I'd probably still been there. Because when you got negative people around you, they tend to want to put you in a negative position because they're scared. They're scared. Okay? They're scared to do different things, and they hinder you from doing different things because they're scared. You know? They're scared they might lose their car. They're scared they might lose this. They're scared they might lose that. Yeah. But with God, we are great. And nothing can break our soul. You gon' break our soul. Not killing everybody.